What's up guys, Matt and Jeremiah here, and today's video is all about making you a better worship leader visually and as you connect with the congregation from the stage. Today's video is not just for the worship leader, right? The guy on staff or the guy that's paid to lead the band. It's for everyone that is stepping foot on that stage, whether you're a vocalist, you're a musician, you're the worship leader, you're a speaker, you're a camera person, whatever. Every person that steps on that stage has a responsibility to lead your congregation or lead those people to the throne room of God.
Right, one of the biggest misconceptions I think there is in church services is that the only worship leader in the room is the guy or the girl that has the microphone up in front. And it's just not true. In fact, very much the opposite is true. So hopefully some of these things will be useful to you guys. First, starting off with just some practical things. Smile. You know, it's really important that you at least look like you're enjoying what you're doing up there. You know, it's so important as we're engaging our people and singing along with them that the joy of the Lord's on your face. You know, you need to express to other people how much you're enjoying what you're doing. As much as you feel it on the inside, it needs to show up on your face. And along with that is open your eyes. Now, it's very easy for me, especially as I'm singing, to close my eyes and focus in on the words and what God is doing in my life, maybe, or something along those lines. But you know, if you think of it as like a conversation, and if I'm talking to Matt and I close my eyes and I try to talk with Matt and describe some things and talk to him about things that are going on in my life, yes, it's very awkward and definitely very disconnecting to the people that you're trying to have that experience with. So open your eyes, make sure you do that on purpose, open your eyes, and along with that, don't be afraid to make some eye contact. You know, really stare deeply into the no. Don't make it awkward, don't make it weird. But it might feel a little awkward at first, but don't be afraid to look at the people that are singing along those songs with you. It's an awesome experience to make that connection with somebody who's declaring those same things that we believe about who God is. And it can change that to kind of taking it to the next level.
You can't be afraid to scan the room and make eye contact with people. As worship leaders, we have the best spot in the house to watch the people of God pour out their hearts to the Lord. And there's something very special that happens when you lock eyes with someone that you know so well, and you know what they're going through, you know where they're going, and you're walking alongside them during that process as well. And they're there worshiping alongside you, right? It feels so good.
Somebody told me one time that you get back about 50% of the energy that you put off on stage. So when you're kind of considering how much energy, how much movement, how much whatever should I have on stage, you know, think in your head, whatever you're putting out there, you're only going to get about half of it back. So really the line of kind of like starting to feel a little bit uncomfortable maybe about how much energy you have, that's probably about right, honestly, because that's when the people in your congregation are going to start to feel comfortable themselves returning some of that energy. And it kind of creates that avalanche of emotion of energy that helps carry the whole service along.
This next point is going to kind of vary from church to church, congregation to congregation, denomination to denomination, but move your feet, okay? Whether it's the minimal movement, just forward and back, or a little bit of side to side, you can't act like your foot is nailed to the floor or you're stuck in this imaginary box. When you move, whether it's the smallest portions, it creates energy across the stage.
Next one's kind of obvious, but at the same time, it's really important to understand and remember is just know the song. But don't just know your part. You know, if you're a band member, if you're a vocalist, don't just, you know, if you're a guitar player, don't just learn that little guitar part. Don't just learn that little vocal part that you're supposed to come in the harmony part. Whatever it is you do, whatever your role is, don't just focus in on your part, but know the whole song. Know the words that everybody's singing. Know the theology of the song. Know what we're declaring in that moment. It changes how we act on stage, our energy, and what we're leading people to do.
Everything we do needs to have a purpose on the stage. Every note that we hit, every word that we sing, every little movement needs to have a purpose. And if you know the song really well, that frees you up to be thinking ahead 3 steps so that you can be worshiping in that moment, right? So make sure every little thing that you do has some small purpose, even if it's minimal.
It's really important to remember when we talk about this stuff that we can't make anyone worship. You know, it's not our job. It's not what we're called to do. However, we can create the environment and the energy, so to speak, the atmosphere that allows the Holy Spirit to lead people to worship. And that's really what our job is in those moments.
Think of it like this. We build the chair, and the Spirit is the one that puts us in the chair. But even as the worship leader, we have our own chair that we technically built, right? But we have to be willing and ready to be moved ourselves and sit in that chair and let the Spirit work in our hearts just as much as the people that we are leading from a congregational standpoint.
We gotta be able to look past ourselves.
Yeah.
Really what it comes down to. Some Sundays, I'm sure you've been here, you wake up and just not feeling it today. For whatever reason, maybe you're tired emotionally or physically, you've had a long week at work, whatever it is. Sometimes we're just not there, but that's not what it's about. When we're leading in worship, it's about Him, it's about God, it's about what He's doing in our lives. And so it's really important that we're able to put aside those things that are about self and our selfish needs, check our baggage at the door, so to speak, and focus in on what we're supposed to do in that hour.
And all these concepts can apply to just the average congregational member as well. You don't have to be on stage for these same things to apply. I'm thinking back to any of the Hillsong or the Elevation or these huge worship concerts that I've been to, and how amazing it is to be a part of those. Like, you have thousands of people all there for one reason, and they're there to pour out their hearts to the Lord. And from a congregational standpoint, when one person starts feeling it and feels that Spirit, it's contagious, and you can't be afraid to let go, and you got to stop worrying about the people next to you.
These are just a few things. Hopefully, they challenge you a little bit. Maybe they encourage you to some things you're already doing well in your churches. But we would love to hear some more of your ideas. Maybe there's some things in here we missed. I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
Some things you put into practice maybe with your worship groups or your congregations. And we'd love to hear what those are. So if you can, just throw those in the comments. We'd love to hear from you guys.
Yeah, do us a favor, please like and subscribe to this video. We're gonna be doing a lot of these types of videos in the future, videos that we hope can help out your congregation or you as a worship leader or your band or whatever. And we wanna make sure that you're in the know for those types of things. Secondly, follow us on Instagram. You can find us at Current Worship Collective and connect with us there, and we would love to hear from you. But other than that, guys, that'll do it for today. We'll see y'all later. Bye.